Hey everybody, it's me again. And today I thought I would just uh, talk in general about the topic of hope. Um, uh, for those of you, probably the majority of you have found this because you're already watching my video, so you know that I am uh, living with a an autoimmune disorder that currently has no cure and um, no official treatment of any sort. So um, hope is important to me because of this, and um, when I'm talking about hope, that I'm not just talking from a place of having an easy life where everything is kittens and rainbows and um, you know just happy clappy nonsense about hope. This is um, pretty much what's keeping me alive right now. Um, so um, hopefully other people who are going through any sort of difficult time will find something to take away from this too. So I like to think about hope as you see it in the myth of Pandora's box, and there are different versions of it and different interpretations of it, but basically this is a Greek myth where Zeus decides to punish men by creating a woman. And then he gives her this box and tells her, don't open it. But he also, when he made her, he designed her to be curious. So this was set up to fail from the beginning, But anyway, so she opens the box, of course, because she's curious what's inside, and out comes all of the evils in the world, suffering and disease and death and awful things, And so she quickly closes it. When she realizes what's happened, she quickly closes it. And what's left in the box is hope. And I know that people can interpret this as one of the many myths where it's all woman's fault, but what I like to think of it as is you look around and there is all of these terrible things in the world, ways people are suffering, ways that you are suffering, is kind of an external thing. But what you still have inside yourself, is hope. And hope is a very powerful force. It's what allows you to withstand all of the suffering that's going on in your life. It's what keeps you going. It's what, even if the odds are greatly against you, you hang on because there's still that 1% chance that things will change for the better. And the nature of life is change. Things don't stay the same way forever. And, so you can look at that in a bad way, like the good times don't last, all good things come to an end, that sort of thing. But you can also look at it as the bad times have to end too, eventually, one way or another. So if you keep holding on, it's bound to end. Things are bound to change, things are bound to improve. I mean, they might get worse before they get better, but there is still that chance that eventually they will get better. So, if you find yourself in a bad situation, if you can work to improve it yourself. I know that's not always possible though, but like if you don't like your job, you can start looking around for a new one. If you don't, if you don't like your relationship, you can try to leave it. I know that's not always possible too, but there are if you don't, that there are ways that you can try to improve your life. And if you're just completely stuck and feeling helpless and can't find anything to do, there's always the chance that if you ask someone for help, they might help you. Or in the future, you might meet somebody who will help you. I mean, even if you're like kidnapped and held in somebody's basement, there's the chance that eventually the cops will find you. I mean, even when everything's out of your control, there is always a chance that someone on the outside will eventually find you and help you. And technology is improving all the time. They're making new discoveries every day, which is really exciting. I love science and technology because it's always progressing. They're always learning, discovering new things. And so maybe the way out of your problem is just down the road waiting to be discovered and developed, but it will be eventually. So like in my case, I am hanging on to the hope that eventually one of these medical studies that's being done on ME will come up with a cure or an effective treatment, and then I'll be feeling better and I'll be able to go on with my life again. So that's what I hold on to. In the meantime, I'm trying other things to try to feel at least a little better. We'll see. And, I've seen stories of other people gradually getting better through different things they've tried. And so I'm like, I'll try things and hope that they work. And if they don't, at least I can hold on to knowing that studies are being done and medicine's improving, technology's improving, so there is a chance. Maybe someday soon, I might have to wait a few years, I might have to wait a long time, but someday I can be better too. And I can go on and, chase my dreams again. Well, that would be great. There's also, so if you are suffering physically, there's always that chance. if nothing else, someday we'll all be bionic, right? Isn't that what the movies say? Or whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't mind that too much. They can replace my insides with some mechanical parts that work better. That's fine. So long as I'm still me in some fashion. Yeah, let's make like a little nanomachine immune system for me. That would be great, right? I don't know. But I mean, and so find something like that you can hold on to. Either hope that somebody will come and get you, hope that there are, hope that the things you try will improve your life, hope that science will come up with an answer for your problem. And if you are religious or spiritual in any way, hope that God or whatever higher power you believe in will come in, bring the right people into your life, or heal you, or whatever you believe will happen. A lot of people hold on to hope, that form of hope as well, and that really helps to keep them going. So, yeah. And even if you can't see a way out now, you can still dream about what you want your future life to be like. Just skip the part of the solution and then hang on to that dream and say, someday, I don't know how, but someday my life will be this good. And cling to that. And, maybe that will get you through. So, yeah, that, I feel like there were other things I was going to say, and I just can't remember them anymore, and that's just the way it goes. So, yeah. Anyway, you all take care, and don't lose hope. Just keep going, and the future's bound to be brighter. Bye.